All righty. Well, I want to welcome you guys to the Saturday training call. We want to wish every single one of you a Merry Christmas. This will be the last training call we do before the Christmas celebration. We got my man, the number one trainer in the entire network marketing industry. I call him MJ. That stands for Michael Jordan, the best to ever do it. Mr. Dale Roberts. Daryl, welcome.
Well, Todd, I just got to say thank you. This has been another amazing year. I think we've done this, what, about 3 or 4 years now, and it's been another spectacular year working with you basically every single Saturday, 52 Saturdays of the year. I know you had a couple days off, couple weekends off. I had a couple weekends off as well, but dude, I couldn't think of a better place to be than be here with you. And before we get started, man, just want to wish you and Gina happy anniversary, Todd. So congratulations, man.
I appreciate that, guys. It's been the journey of a lifetime. In fact, guys, we were in Cancun for the ambassador trip. We came home, and then we rented a beach house for our kids, right? So that's my view. I mean, I can see the surfers out there. You guys might be able to see him. He's paddling right there. So we got a house here right on the beach. Got our own private beach. Got a fire pit, and it was great because when I came down this morning, we have a 4-month-old granddaughter. We have a 2-year-old granddaughter. And I came down and they're both looking at the whole back wall upstairs is just glass. And you got the ocean view. And they're both looking out the window, especially the 2-year-old, like she just discovered fire. Look, look, look. So it's absolutely amazing to watch them be so mesmerized by the incredible view. And guys, obviously, none of that would have happened if it wasn't for David and Adela Hart, right? And none of that would have happened. It wasn't for their vision. If they didn't have to go through all of the obstacles they went through. I mean, there were so many times, guys, that this company shouldn't be here today. Most people would have given up. Most people would have said, hey, forget it. I'll just go get a job, right? They paid the price. They sacrificed. They did all the things that they did to get this company started, to get it where it's going. And it's now beginning to change so many lives around the world. Obviously, none of this would have happened if it wasn't for all of you, right? Every single one of us are on this journey together. Starting with Daryl Maria Roberts from way back when they joined the company, we didn't have everything we have today that we had back then. There were people like Daryl Maria Roberts and Danny Seguinol and Ambassador Deborah Taylor and Pastor Mel Keys and Jennifer Davis and I mean so many other great people. I don't want to forget some of the names of people that were here in the early days before we had world tours, before we had getaways, before we had the incentive trip, before we were making 10 to 12,000 per month as ambassadors. Back then we made $4,000 per month as ambassadors, right? There were people that were here that were, part of that pioneering stage, part of that, what? Yeah, it's not perfect. Yeah, there's a lot left to be desired, but I'm going to keep going anyway. I'm going to
We
keep
believe.
exactly believing, right? They joined on faith, right? And so if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be here. And then all of you, it doesn't matter whether you've been here 1 day, 1 week, 1 month, 1 year, or you've been here, 13 years or 12 years, guys, every one of you are unique because most people won't even look at an opportunity. Okay. They won't even look. They won't be open-minded. Most people, if they do look, won't join. If they do join, they won't do anything. If they do join, they won't hop on a training call, right? And every one of you are special. Every one of you are the exception. Every one of you are in that top 1% of one category because you're here. And obviously, you guys are the ones that create this engine, right? That makes the world go round. You guys are the ones that are the pioneers, the exceptional, the difference makers. You may not feel that way today. Man, how could that be true? I'm new. Trust me, you have that spirit in you, right? You have that damn the torpedoes. You have that faith. I don't know how I'm going to make it work, but I'm going to get on this training call. I'm going to listen to 2 guys I've never met before, and I believe that they're going to help me make it work, right? I don't know how it's going to happen, but I believe I'm going to make it happen. And guys, today we have a very special guest with us. We're going to come to her in just a moment, but she's one of them. In fact, she's in a country that's not her own, a language that's not her own. Her native language is Vietnamese, okay? So Stacey Nguyen is our brand new ambassador. Her home language, her natural native language is Vietnamese. She then learned English. She lives in the United States and she's been building here. We had it on. In fact, Daryl Roberts and I were talking last night. We had Stacey on as a guest. And I think, Stacey, you just become a 2-star when we had you on as a guest. And you were on here, and I remember you had that little apartment. You had the desk and you had the bed, right? I got my desk. This is where I work or I'm asleep. I'm either working or I'm sleeping. And you talked about making people sparkle, but you could hear her conviction. You could hear her belief. And guys, I want to go back and find that clip, and I want to play it for all of you, because Daryl and I said, man, guys, mark my words. She is going to be an ambassador, right? I don't know how she's going to become an ambassador. I don't know who she's going to meet. I don't know who's going to light it up and who's going to stick and stay and who's going to quit. Neither did she. But ambassador doesn't start with the people. It begins with the mindset, right? You become an ambassador in here long before you become an ambassador inside the Travorium computer system. And it was quite obvious that she was going to become an ambassador. And guys, today is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad, because she became an ambassador yesterday with our company. And so what an incredible accomplishment. Now,
Woo!
absolutely. By the way, guys, just so you know, Stacey, if you go look at the Travorium Facebook page, she became a 4-star director not but 2 to 3 weeks ago. So she became a 4-star director. We barely got to say congratulations, and here she are as an ambassador. But guess what? Her big time growth is not happening in the United States. It's actually happening down in South America. She's in Colombia as we speak. She's there right now. And so she's got a big team down there that's booming. Her significant other, he's rank advancing. And so, Stacey, Merry Christmas. And with all of the entire Travorium family, congratulations. What an amazing, unbelievable accomplishment you did. We want to give you some time this morning to talk about how you went from zero and tell your story and tell your journey. But Merry Christmas. Congratulations, Stacey.
Wow, thank you so much, Todd. Thank you, Daryl. Can you hear me okay? I'm actually in the hotel's lobby because I'm actually here with my team. We're about to start our Saturday training right here. First of all, I just want to say Merry Christmas to our entire Travorium family. This is the holiday season. This is the blessing season. You know, Ambassador couldn't come at a better time. You know, this is a really, truly a blessing from God. So I want to say thank you so much. And, you know, first of all, before I share my story, I just wanted to take this opportunity to say thank you to our founder, Mr. David Hart, Mrs. Adela Hart. Wonderful, wonderful opportunity, incredible life-changing opportunity that they have put together for all of us. You know, when I first saw the compensation plan, I knew right away this would be my home. And, you know, I didn't need to look further. I didn't need to do any other searching. This is my home, and this is all I'm going to do. This is what I do full time. And, you know, this opportunity, I couldn't be as an ambassador if it wasn't for one special person in my life. He has always been a coach and a mentor for me from the very first day I started network marketing. And that's Mr. Alex Yefcho. He taught me network marketing 10 years ago. I met him as a stranger. Sometime, you know, really God just put the right people in your life, in the path. And you just got to trust the process, trust the people, and just follow it with your heart. And, you know, I couldn't be here if it wasn't for all the tremendous leaders of Travorium. That's one thing I love Travorium from the very first day, the day one, is to meet Mr. Todd, who, you know, I was only a platinum director after 2 days, and he already helped me and my entire team from the day one, helping me with Zoom, helping me with coaching, with the mindset. And so that is so incredible. And of course, I can't thank you enough to Miss Irina for introducing me to this incredible opportunity and help me and my team every step of the way. You know, see, in Travorium, it doesn't matter how smart you are, how talented you are. It's not even about that. It's about working together with the incredible leaders and working together with the incredible team. you know, and of course, can't do this by yourself. Can't thank you enough. I have an incredible team of partners in Sacramento, in California, in Virginia, and now I have incredible team of partners in Colombia, South America, Cartagena, beautiful city. You all need to come here. You all need to come to Colombia and meet the wonderful people here. And today I'm actually in the city called Balilupa. I can't even pronounce the name of the city. I tell you, I can't even say I can't even say Merry Christmas. Yesterday we did an incredible event. The leaders here in Balilupa put together a charity event, and we all went out and we wrapped gift for children here, and we gave out food. And so the point is, Travorium is much bigger than just traveling, saving money, and making residual income. But don't get me wrong, that residual income, sleep, wake. I tell people it's that simple. Sleep, wake up and get paid. Sleep, wake up and get paid. Can you understand that? I can't make it clear enough that it's just so incredible and it's so simple system. I remember the last company I was with, I had to teach people technology. I had to teach people English with my community, because you can't do a certain services without understanding English, without knowing the technology. But here at Travorium, we don't need to explain what travel is. We don't need to explain to people what's saving money when you travel, or enjoying 5-star hotel, resort. We don't have to explain all that. I have a background in IT engineer. I was working as a network engineer for about 15 years, and I'm all about technology. I love the technical work. I just didn't like the 8 to 5, or sometimes even being on call. Wake up 3 a.m. in the morning, fixing a network in China. Had to be in the office by 8 a.m. for a team meeting. I say my life has to be better than that. It can't be just working day in and day out. And today, for the past 10 years, I've been traveling, meeting people, learning from people from different country, from different culture. And that's the life that everybody should live and should deserve. But you can't do that unless you have residual income. And what's a better place, what a better compensation plan that anyone can have is Travorium, right here at Travorium. So I love what I do. I love Travorium. And, ambassador for me is just a beginning, because it's not about what I can accomplish, but what about when my team, what they can accomplish. I cry when my team get promoted, and it's every step of the way. It's not just ambassador. We appreciate our team whenever they get, every ranking, when they move up to every ranking. We appreciate when they become platinum director, when they move up to 1-star, 2-star, 3-star. I love every single part of the journey. And my mentor Alex used to teach me, if you don't appreciate every little things, every little accomplishment in this journey, how is God going to bless you with more blessing and more accomplishment, right? So I learned to appreciate every little things, and even obstacle. In this journey, I ran into a lot of obstacles, even though sometimes things might sound really easy and simple. But without obstacle, we don't grow. So it's normal to run into obstacle, run into problems, run into challenges, because that's what's going to help us to become better leaders. And if we run into obstacle, we'll be able to help our team when they run into obstacle. If everything is just so smooth and such a straight line, when your team come to you and say, I have this issue, I'm running into this, how are you going to be able to help them if you don't go through the obstacle yourself? So I just want to say I appreciate Travorium. I love Travorium. And, with the vacation, we came back. We went to Dubai in September, had a blast, had so much fun. We met we met a gentleman by the name Gerard, and no, I'm sorry, Gerald.
Gerald.
Yeah. So we ran into him by an incident, right? And it was like, I tell you, it was meant to be. And that and then and we found out that he has 1,000 people on his team, and we were like, wow, that is so impressive, right? And then 2 days ago, we found out that he's actually one of our upline. So we already became family. We already working together, you know, helping and traveling together. I tell you, there's just so much things that come, you know, to our lives when you're part of Travorium. You have this incredible extended Travorium family that you can lean on. You can reach out to anyone, doesn't matter, downline, upline, sideline. We are all one Travorium family. We are here to help every single one of Travorium family members. So, you know, just believe in yourself and just keep going. And this is just a, you know, this is just the beginning. I can't wait to bring as many ambassador from our team to the next ambassador vacation, the ambassador trip. And that's what it's all about. It's about helping people and you know, showing people how incredible this opportunity is and how simple it is. So thank you so much. And I just want to take 1 minute for some of my leaders who are here to say hello from Balalupa. Oscar? We had so many of them came out and do charity work yesterday. I tell you, it's incredible to be able to travel together, make money to get together and do charity work together. So guys, say hi. This is our top leader from Balalupa, Miss Ladies.
Hola, hola,
Hola. Come on. You want to say
Hi.
something? You can say something and you translate for
Sí,
her.
puedes decir algo y yo lo traduzco acá.
Buenas, buenas. Feliz, feliz de hacer Travorium, feliz de que Stacey esté acá en Valledupar, feliz de trabajar con ustedes. Y para el 2025, créanme que Valledupar va a ser una de las ciudades donde muchas, pero muchas personas van a hacer Travorium.
Good afternoon. I'm happy with Travorium, happy with the system,
Louder.
excited about 2025 because I think Valledupar is going to be a highlight and a hub for the whole country and the whole Latin America for this company.
Unbelievable. Congratulations to all of you guys there. Stacey, real quick, a question. How did that leg and organization get started for you in Colombia, where you are right now? How did it get started?
Yeah, so I came to Colombia in 2018. I was a part of an expansion of the last company what I was with, and I already, you know, I in 2018 I already helped building leaders. I have a team of incredible leaders here, and already established the relationship since 2018, and since then we've kept in touch, continued to build relationship, and it was still working. But when I started Travorium, I say, you know, this is such an incredible opportunity for people in Colombia. And I just sat down with the leaders and just told them, this is the way to go. This is our future.
So in other words, you had a list. Part of the deal is putting together your prospect list. You already knew them. They were on your list. And you called them and shared with them about our amazing company. And now they're exploding in that country. So basic stuff that you already knew these people and you just shared the opportunity with them and they rose to the occasion.
Yeah, and I tell you, people in Colombia are incredible. They are hungry to change their life. They're hungry for opportunity. So thank you so much, guys. Thank you. Yeah, you know, they just hungry to change their life. They such a down to earth type of people. You know, Tina, one of my top leader from Virginia, she came with me on this journey. We came here like in October, and she say she doesn't even want to go back to US because people here are so incredible, to easy to work with. They just so coachable, and they just so understanding, you know, and very down to earth. And they appreciate everything that come into their life. Is just, and they love Travorium so much. So, you know,
Awesome.
we can't wait to, our dream is we want Colombia to be the main hub for Latin America. That's our dream. And I tell people we can make it, we can do it, we can make it happen. So
again, this is just exciting. So hey, I'm going to give you a couple, at least another question, maybe a couple of questions that are out there. When there's a lot of people I know that get started and they pick and choose who they want to talk to in the business. And, they've got these big lists of people, they have lots of credibility. When you got started, what is one of the things that you did? Did you pick and choose, or did you just start getting the word out about, hey, this is who I am? This is what the company's doing. This is what's happening right now. You have an opportunity to be on top of it. Did you come from it that way and just share it with people, and they realized that you were excited about it and they bought your excitement and got started? Or did you just, pick onesies and twosies to get started in the business? What's your philosophy?
Yeah, so you kind of knew my story when I first started. I kind of locked myself in my bedroom. I was in California, and I just say, you know what, this is what I want. I want to be an ambassador as soon as possible. I know I can do it. Like, these are the things that I tell myself at the beginning. So, like Todd was saying, you got to make that decision at the very beginning. Is this what you want? Is this something that you got to believe in yourself from the day one? If you want something, basically in life, if people want something that bad enough, they're going to find a way, and everybody's going to find their own way of achieving it or getting it. And for me, when I first started, I kind of locked myself in the bedroom because I really want to focus, because I'm more of like an online person. I can recruit online because my thinking is that if something is great and so incredible,
Yeah.
I'm not shy. I'm not shy to share with anyone, whether I know the person or I don't know the person, right? So, and I know Travorium is for anyone and everyone. Anyone needs it. Everyone needs this. It really doesn't matter who you are. Maybe you can be a wealthy person, but maybe you can be part of Travorium to help others or to share or to do something great. But maybe you're the kind of person that not looking for money, but you would love to save money when you travel. Or maybe you're the kind of person that don't really care about travel, but love to earn residual income. Whoever you are is really for anybody and for everybody. People just don't know it. They just don't know that they need Travorium in their life in so many different ways. So that's how I see it. So I don't, if you have something so incredible, why would you not share with people? Why would it's our job is to share. So what I do is I was working, I use Facebook and Messenger. I take a look at people, I share with the people I know on Facebook, and I share with people that I don't know on Facebook, because I think everybody needs Travorium. It's kind of like, Alex used to tell me all the time. He said, Stacey, people out there have a sickness, and that's not having enough money, not having, being broke is a sickness. And if you have something in your hand that can cure people's sickness, why would you not share? Why would you just keep it in your pocket, right? And not share with people? How people gonna take it? If people want you to cure their disease, or people don't want it, it's their decision. It's not our decision. So on Facebook, I take a look at people Facebook first. If somebody that I know is easy, I can just, hey, how are you doing? Or especially this time of the year is the best time to reach out to people, to recruit, honestly, because it's holidays. So what I do, if I have free time, like sometime before I go to bed, or when I wake up in the morning, I haven't started my day yet, I'm laying in bed, I can work, I can share. So I just copy my message, say happy holidays, and I just take that message and I shoot to like 30 people, whether I know them or I don't know them. There's nothing wrong with saying happy holidays. And people in this time of the year, is they're gonna open their heart, they're gonna have this big smile. It doesn't matter what situation they are in. It's the holiday season. And some people are gonna say happy holidays back or Merry Christmas, or some gonna say nothing. It doesn't matter. So I just look for the people who respond back to me, and I start more, I continue the conversation. And that's all you have to do. And I think it's just that people, if you think that way, you're not scared to share. You're not scared to reach out to people. Some people that I knew in the past, after I start talking to Travorium, they block me, and it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay to be blocked. It's okay for them to ignore you, because you know when I do these things, I'm just hoping that I can reach out to one or two or three or four or five, just a handful of people who really get me, who really get what I'm doing, who really get what I'm saying, and then that's all. I don't need millions and millions of people out there to understand what I'm doing, to understand what I'm going through, to understand what I'm sharing with them. I don't need it. Yeah, it's great, but let's just think small, just think like it's not even small. If you can, if because you're reaching out to somebody, maybe you have to go through 100 people and then one of those become ambassador. Is it worth it? Is it worth your time to share Travorium? Is it worth your time to just have one strong leader in your left leg and one strong leader in your right leg? Right? Is it worth it to get all the no's? Is it worth it for people to block you? Is it worth it for people to be mean to you? I think it's so worth it. So if you look at Travorium that way, you will never stop. When I do Uber, when Tina and I was in the Uber, we can't even speak the language. We use the Google Translate, and the guy is driving. He can't read the messages. I show her, put the voice so he can listen. Would you like to make money? Are you doing anything else besides doing Uber? You never know who is looking for you. So I learned from my mentor too, we are looking for people who are looking for us. And you never know who that person is. And then, everybody I look at, everybody I introduce Travorium to, I see them as ambassadors. They don't know they can be an ambassador. Sometimes a guy on the street, homeless, I see him as ambassador, only if he knows what I know, right?
Exactly.
So because of that, I'm not scared to share with people. And I just think, you know what? If I'm sitting in this Uber and I'm sharing this with this guy, and one day he's going to be ambassador, just imagine how wonderful I would feel just because I wasn't scared sitting in that Uber and not open my mouth, right? So I tell you, if you just go out there and just reach out to people, and especially in Colombia, I know people need Travorium badly, even one-star director. People here making $300 a month average. If they can just go 1-star, earning that $300 residual income, we're not even talking about the bonuses. Bonuses are just plus. Bonuses are just icing on the cake, right? I don't even talk about bonuses. I talk about residual income. And $300. What about when they go 2-star? I have some of my 2-star leaders here that were drawing $500 a week. How do you think they feel, right? So $140 a day for me is incredible. I thank God for it. I just love it. But what's more important for me is to see them withdrawing their money to their pay quicker every week. And so it makes this whole journey so worth it. Everything that we go through, and sometimes, I was so focused at the beginning, and I thought I would be ambassador like in no time because the system is so simple. But you never know what obstacle you're gonna run through. And I have my own challenges. I have my own obstacle I have to go through too. There was days that I feel really down, right? And there were days that I feel super excited. And it's so normal for all of us to go through this and overcome the challenges. I know there's going to be many more challenges, in the future, because to get to 2-star, 1-star, ambassador, 2, 3-star, there's going to be obstacle. There's no doubt about it. And it's okay to go through the obstacle, because you can't be a platinum director mindset and then all of a sudden you're going to be 5-star ambassador, right? It just doesn't work that way, right? You got to go through it to become who you need to become, and leading an amazing team. So thank you so much for the opportunity. And I love every single one of you and Travorium, the leaders, tremendous leader, and Coach D. I listen to you all the time. Pastor, I forgot his name, but
Melke's.
Yeah, incredible. I listened to all the leaders. That's one thing we got to do because you never know. Sometimes it's the same information, but you never know that moment when it's the same information, but it's going to register in your brain in a different way. And then the light bulb just go off and like, you know what? I could do my business a little bit different. Like I can, take it to the next level because I listened to Coach D today because she said that. And now it's like, oh, why didn't I think of it? And so therefore training and presentation, as long as we plug ourselves into Travorium system, Travorium it's already has everything laying out for us. And that's all we have to do. And thank God for the opportunity. Thank God for all the challenges, the obstacle, everything. And so with that said, thank you so much. And I appreciate everybody and Merry Christmas and happy anniversary to Todd and Gina, wonderful leaders. I love every single one of you. Every time I see Todd, I just want to hug him, because I say, why do I, incredible leaders. I was with the company for 10 years. And I tell you, the top earner and the ambassador in that company never even knew who I was for 10 years. You don't get this kind of leadership anywhere else but here at Travorium. And it's so incredible. Thank you so much. And God bless Travorium.
Hey, Stacey, before you hang up, Coach D wanted to congratulate you. Ambassador Deborah Taylor, who's still in Cancun. She never left. Good, take it away, Deborah.
Well, I could not leave this beautiful resort. I just got off a team call with David. He was like, is she still there? Me and Danny are still here. We would be considered senior ambassadors besides the two of you. And so we just felt like we needed a little extra, right? So Danny, I think he's leaving today. I'm leaving tomorrow. But it has been incredible. So that's a whole nother thing. But Stacey, my girl, how you doing?
Oh, couldn't be better. I'm just loving it. This morning I was preparing for the Zoom and I was, as I was preparing it, I just started crying. And I say, I better not cry on the Zoom, but I was crying in the hotel room, just thinking about it and going over it. And I was like, no, I can't be this crying baby, on the Zoom. So thank you so much, Coach D, and thank you, Daryl. And Daryl, I used to reach out to Daryl and Maria all the time for help. And I'm thinking, they are my sideline leaders. Like, are they going to help me and my team? And and Daryl said, no, we're not your sideline leaders. We are your leaders. So incredible. Thank you so much.
Well, I just want to say congratulations. We talked about this in Miami. I believe it was Miami and you hitting, it's been almost a year, but you hitting Ambassador. I hit Ambassador on Christmas Day. So Todd said we kind of twins, right? People are always going to remember when you do it in December. Nobody in the company has ever hit on Christmas Day, right? Or Christmas time, because this is the downtime supposedly of this business, right? Everybody's focused on the holidays and you don't want to bother anybody, but to hit Ambassador in December, close to Christmas, is a miracle. And I would say that God has given you a miracle. I am very, very proud of you and what you have accomplished with your team. You always had the tenacity and the drive. Some people you meet, you know that they're going to be at this level. You just know it. You just know what you expected because of the drive that they have. And then some people will talk it, but they're never going to do it unless their mindset change, because it definitely has to have a mindset change. We had a lot of ambassadors in the room. I think it was 47 of us here. And when Todd did the standing of how many new ambassadors we had, it was a heap of boatload of them. I was like, woo, right? When he did the second year, it was a few. When he did year 3, it was 1. And then when he did year 3 and 4, it was me and Danny and Todd and Gina. You know what I'm saying? So it's amazing to see young people especially embrace this business, and the way that you and the leaders that I've met from your team have embraced it. The drive that you have, if you keep that drive, you're going to, right? You're going to succeed. You're going to, and I told Igor and Larissa this when they first came in. You got to keep the drive. You guys are young. I'll be 68 in June, right? And so I may not have as much drive, but I got some drive now. But I may not have much drive as some of you young people in your 30s and 40s. So I feel like that if I can do it, and I run two books of business and two books of businesses that are ambassador businesses, one being a one-star, you can definitely do it. So not only am I expecting you to become, but by this time next year, I expect for you to be at least a 2-star ambassador in December when we get ready to go to Dubai. But I am so excited for you because I saw it in you. I saw the drive in you. I saw the push in you. And you became your own competition. I'm going to teach. This is one of the teachers I'm getting ready to do. But you move past your critics. And in order to be go ambassadors for everybody out there, you got to move past your critics. You got to become your own competition. And I saw that in you, Stacey. I saw you move. You became your own competition. You weren't worried about who was on the left, who was on the right. You just was laser focused. And that's why you here. And some people that may be above you or below you are not there, because you became labor focused and you became your own competition. And that is going to be the key in driving this business to the next level. Become your own competition. I'm not in competition with nobody. I'm in competition with Deborah Taylor, and the next level that I can get to, that's who I am. And that's what I'm getting ready to teach going into 225 to my leaders. You your own competition. The only reason you won't hit the level that you want to hit. See, I'm where I am because I'm okay where I am. I live good, right? I walked in the TRS lobby the other day. Everybody know me now. They like, Madame Taylor, you still here? You must have big money. Right? You must tell Taylor, you must have big money, right? And I was like, yeah, I do got big money, right? I didn't tell them how I was here, but you gotta have that own. And so when you have that, sometimes people think you cocky. Some people think don't want to, they ain't want to deal with you, da 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 da. But at the end of the day, be your own competition. Don't look to the left. Continue to do what you're doing and working with your team, loving on your people. I love on my people. The people that work with me, I love on them. One of my favorite leaders, coaches is Deion Sanders. Prime, right? Prime builds winners, right? But he treats them like his kids, but he also builds winners. And my thing is that sometimes you got to tell the truth and shame the devil. Because if somebody is always stroking your ego, you'll never get to the next level. So be your own competition. So I'm excited. I'm excited you move past your critics. I'm around the language barriers, all of that to hit ambassador, and especially in December. That is definitely a miracle.
Thank you so much, Coach Lee. Thank you so much.
Wow.
Yeah, I love that. Become your own competition, move past your critics. Hey, Coach Steve, before you hang up, since obviously we're gonna have Stacey on the ambassador trip in Dubai, and you haven't even left the ambassador trip, do you want to give her just a preview of what's in store for her on the ambassador vacation she's going to go on this year?
So I've been on 4. So with the ambassador trip, first of all, it's gotten much, much, much larger. We get here, we're treated like royalty, right? I have my own butlers.
Wow.
They turn down my bed every night. My every need is met, right? I don't know how I'm gonna go back to reality.
I can't go back.
Right? Then In the ambassador meeting, you know, David does a personal training, conversation, him and Todd. You meet wonderful, wonderful people who are on the same level. Because one of the things that you said was key was mindset. At this level, the air is thin. And you have to realize that some of the people you're going to have to leave. You have to connect with people that and so that's what happens at the ambassador training. You really connect with people that you can help drive you to the next level, right? And then so you have the meeting. Then we have this whole big Christmas celebration. I think David gave about no, we did the Louis Vuitton experience. The Louis Vuitton experience is amazing. And I hope he just keeps letting us as senior ambassadors go shopping too. So I don't have my gift here. I packed it because I'm packing. But most of us, the senior ambassadors, we decided that we wanted to be sunny. So we all got shades. So Gina got shades, I got shades, Cynthia got shades. Honestly, we all got shades this year.
Larissa got shades.
Larissa, all the women. So when you get ready to do the women's retreat, you got to have some shades, some Louis Vuitton shades, right? Right. And so we did that. And so we went to Louis Vuitton. Then we left Louis Vuitton and we went to a show. It was like a cabaret show, and it was a 10-course meal. It just seemed like they kept bringing food through everything. Then we got through that. We partied a little bit. We got through that. And then we hung out on the beach. I mean, just really got to know each other, you know, really got to know. And then you'd be surprised how many people already know you. Well, especially me. I'll say how many people know me. So you take a lot of pictures, you do a lot of things, you know, but it's just amazing to be treated this well on this level. I have truly been blessed, and I don't take this company for granted. I don't take David does not have to do what he does. I told somebody that's in another company that used to be in my downline, and we used to be leaders together, and they're still in a company and they're still only making $1,000 a month. And they CEO and never took them on no trip. So I said, you need to be trying. Right. So they come texting me like, where you at? I said, I know that costs a lot of money. I said, no, boo. My CEO took care of me. You understand? When you, it's a different level of travel when you get to do this at a level where you're treated like a king or a queen. And so it's going to be a great experience for you. You're going to learn a lot. We learn a lot in our conversations with each other. And that's how we're doing the women's gathering. I just found out it's been moved to September. So you definitely want to be a part of that corporate event and get your women there because it's going to be absolutely amazing. But that came birthed out of Larissa and Adela Hart, and myself and Cynthia, and the women, Larissa, will all be a part of that. And I don't know who else, but that came out of conversation. So there's a lot of conversations that happen, and you get to kind of hobnob. It's just been amazing for me, you know. So they told me don't buy a purse this year. So that's how we all agreed to buy shade. I mean, how many Louis Vuitton purses can you have? Right?
Unbelievable. Well, again, Stacey,
girl, that's the word. Unbelievable. It really has been
truly
unbelievable. And to be able to, and then on the other side, they have a world tour. So I've been over there. I got to hang out with Stacey, and Danny's team, the French team. I've seen them, some of Apostle Phyllis's that's on my team, some of them. I think it's over 100 people over there on the other side. So I have to purposely go over there to see them, but I did do that. So there's a world tour. So if you can connect this ambassador tour to a world tour, woohoo, that's even better.
Well, again, Stacey understood the assignment, guys, and Todd, we were talking, like you said, last night when we first had her on this call. I don't know if it was 6 months ago or a year ago, and she talked about, literally just being in the bed, making phone calls and doing that. Guys, if you knew what it felt like to be financially free, you should be in a hurry to get there. And as Deborah talks, Todd and all the other leaders talk, guys, being in this industry over 3.5 decades, there's no compensation plan like this. That's what Stacey said. She saw the comp plan and it made her just go berserk. It made her make a decision and then it made her execute. And if you understood that, it's 376 team members, 188 on the left, platinum, 188 on the right. Guys, that is not a big number, but the challenge is how many of you have the focus that Stacey has? How many of you have the focus to finish the job? A lot of times we all start quickly and we're excited because this is great and it's going to be happening for all of us. And then what happens? We run into those bobbles that she talked about. We run into those objections. We run into those obstacles that are out there. And I see it all the time. People just fade to black, where if they just push through and they self-improve, they could be just like any of the people you guys are seeing here on the screen today. And I applaud you and your messaging. I will make sure everybody gets this message because your message was powerful. I had some other stuff to go into today. I'm not even going to touch it. I'm just going to grab your segment here and just get it out to people because it was on point. It was on purpose. And guys, if she can do it, anybody else can do it. What are you going to do in 2025? Are you going to do the same thing in 2024? Or can you commit for 12 months to change your life and do the things that, Stacey talked about doing today, guys? It's easier than you think, but you've got to be able to go through the ups and the downs to make it happen. And those of you that have huge contact bases, guys, get through the numbers. This is a challenge I see all the time. Somebody has a list of 100 or 1,000 or whatever the list is. Let's say 100. And some people, it'll take a year or two to get through 100 names. And they wonder why they're moving like a turtle. And it's okay if that's what you want to do. At least the turtle is still moving forward. But some people have a list of 100 and they go through that list within a week. And they're just sharing the story. And the reason she's so successful today is people can tell she's serious. She's not playing around. She's not hoping that this works. She's not thinking that, well, I might get lucky this time. This could be the right deal. She is making it happen, guys. And when people see that you're recruiting, they want to be a part of it. A lot of people can tell. Some of you out there, you're hoping and wishing that this happens. And that's why it's tough for you to enroll somebody, because you're hoping and wishing, and they can smell that all over you. Once you get convicted with this information, with this company, realizing that passive income is the 8th wonder of the world, and you can do it better and quicker and faster than any other company in the history based on what you actually have to do, guys. I'm telling you, close this year out the best you can by plugging in the last week or so into every event that you can, and then setting your goals up for 2025. Not for you to get excited for a minute or two or a week or two or a few weeks, but for you to get excited for the whole 12 years so that we can have you on this call in December sharing your story, helping people out. So again, I applaud you. Great job, Stacey. Stacey?
Thank you so much. I just wanted to, this is Ernesto, my top leader in Colombia. I just met him like in October, and 2 weeks to star, future ambassador in Colombia. Amazing. He loves Travorium, and he's so fast, helping the team register. I mean, he's amazing, incredible.
Hi, Ernesto.
Hola, Ernesto.
And he's the one that introduced me to ladies, the top leader here in Lupa, the one that say hi earlier. He's the one who introduced me to her. And she has a team of about 90% of women. She's all about supporting, empowering women in network marketing. She has a very successful company, but her heart is in network marketing. And So now we you never know who you're gonna run into in the journey, and incredible leaders. So just believe and just trust in God, and God will put the right leaders along in your path. So thank you so much, and Merry Christmas to everybody.
Merry Christmas, everybody. Congratulations, Ernesto. By the way, for everyone out there, you guys have gotten an amazing training from two of the most dynamic females in the industry. Number one, what Coach D said there at the end, be your own competition, right? Move past your critics. Guys, that's higher level thinking. That's advanced leadership type stuff. But I hope all of you wrote that down, because I wrote it down. Okay. I wrote that down. What an amazing statement. And then going back to Stacey, Daryl, I mean, we can't replay this enough. I mean, when you listen to everything that Stacey said, I couldn't write fast enough. Number one, she gave credit to her mentor, Alex, who taught her network marketing 10 years ago. But what that tells you guys is that Stacey, who became an ambassador in 14 months, has been on this journey for over 10 years. Some of you have only been on the journey for 1 year or 2 years, right? Hey, get past yourself, right? You have to put in the time. Stacey has put in the time. She remembers what her mentor taught her. She's been to the seminars. She's been to the conferences. She's been reading the books. She's been building the mindset. When you hear her talk, you're like, wow, she's so powerful. She didn't get there overnight, guys. She told you her mentor from 10 years ago, she's been working on her craft, right? She gave credit to God and talks about how God puts people in your life, right? She just mentioned it again, right? You just have to have faith. You just have to trust in the process. You just have to know that, man, if I just keep going, if I just trust in God, if I trust in the leaders, if I trust in the process, I'm going to meet the people. She didn't know Ernesto. She just met him in October, who then introduced her to the lady that's crushing it there in Colombia. You don't know who you're going to meet next. She talked about when she gets in an Uber, she's pulling out the Google Translate. She talked about she sees the best in everybody. When she sees people, she just assumes, you know what? They could be an ambassador. They could be an ambassador. They could be an ambassador. I want everyone to be an ambassador. She cries when her own people rank advance. It's not about her. It's about her team. It's about helping her team. It's about helping her team win. And I want to give a shout out to Ambassador Arena, because we were in Cancun with Ambassador Arena and her husband, Peter, and they are amazing, amazing, unbelievable, salt of the earth, most incredible, wonderful people that you're going to want to spend the rest of your life with. Okay. And we were celebrating her, but then she's the one that called me up and said, you're not going to believe it. I have my first ambassador on my team. She was so excited. She could care less about her rank. She was excited about Stacey and her team and the things they're doing. You could tell the kinds of people we have when the emphasis is on others, not themselves. And guys, I get when you're brand new, sometimes, man, I want to be focused on others, but I'm just trying to get more three. I'm just trying to get more three. I get it, right? But guys, trust me, as you start to have some success, as you start to build, put the emphasis on others. It's about how can I help you? How can I help you win? When Stacey sees someone, she doesn't think that she's taking something from them. She's like, I got something for you, and understands that it's not for everybody. And you don't need everybody. Some people are going to reject the offer. They're going to reject the gift. They're going to say, you know what, not for me. They're going to block you on social media. So be it. Deborah Taylor says, move past your critics. Move past your critics and look for the ones that are looking. Stacey talked about that. Not everyone's looking, but we're out there looking for the ones that are looking. We're looking for the ones that want to change their life. She talked about her team working together. I mean, my gosh, they're in Colombia doing charity work yesterday. She's got her team together, bringing them together. She's about to do a trading, right? Guys, together goes further. If you go open up the Bible, you can read about the Tower of Babel. God looked down on the people. They were working together. The Bible says they were of one accord. They were all on the same page. They were all of the same mindset. They were all had the same goal. And God said, for these people, nothing will be impossible. They will be able to do whatever they want. He confused the language. They broke up into factions. They weren't on the same team. They didn't have the same goal. And guess what? It all fell apart, right? When you work together, that is where the magic happens, right? She talked about traveling and the whole lifestyle, right? She talked about how this is bigger than just Travorium is bigger than just making money and traveling, guys. And it is. And Ambassador Arena, again, I want to go back to her for a moment, because she realizes it's not about me. It's about the impact that I can have on people all over the world. And Ambassador Rena, because of what you did, and Stacey, because of what you did, and because of the faith of the people in Colombia, we are now changing the lives of people in a completely different country, right? We're in South America now, changing lives where the income there's only $300 per month, right? You're sitting here in the US, oh, I'm only a 1-star. To them, that would double my income. I mean, guys, we have the ability to go out there and change lives. You have never know how far the ripples of your actions are going to reach. And it doesn't happen overnight. Guys, it took 3 years to recruit Dale Maria Roberts. They spent a year to recruit Danny Seguinall. And then now you got this team that runs all through France, Belgium, into Sweden and other parts of Europe, the French Polynesian Islands, into Mauritius Island and Madagascar and Reunion Island. They got this entire team of ambassadors, of young women, powerful women, whose lives have been transformed forever because of their action. If Daryl Maria didn't make that 300th phone call to call Danny Seguinall, none of those women have their lives changed. They have no idea that, wow, if Daryl Maria hadn't gone to all of those trainings, if they hadn't had all of those disappointments, if all of those things that maybe frustrate you today, that was building the backbone, that was building the character, that was building the perseverance to keep making the phone call, make the next phone call, keep going, keep going, keep going. Other people might have quit. Lives don't get changed. They kept going, kept going. And those women, they're having their lives changed, right? Well, look at John Maria. My gosh, if you had not made that 300th phone call, my life wouldn't have been changed. Gerald Maria, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for all of the trainings, all of the years, all of the books, all of the stuff you did to lead to that moment. Stacey's on the same journey. Ambassador Deborah Taylor on the same journey. Guys, we're on this journey together, all of us. Some of you knew day one. That's okay. We don't care where you're at in the journey. We just want to go with you. Stacey talked about the good and the bad. You have to celebrate all the small things. You hit a 1-star. You were on the call. You got a good prospect. You got a sign up. You celebrate everything. But guess what? You also have to appreciate the journey. Stacey talked about that, right? God is not going to bless you unless you learn to enjoy the entire journey, which includes the ups and the downs, guys. This is life. People are going to quit. People are going to do things, right? Things are going to happen. The person you thought was going to sign up doesn't sign up. You don't know what happened. Their spouse may have said, you're not doing that thing. I mean, you don't know what might have blown them out. You have to have the faith that, you know what? I'm glad this happened. This is part of that building the perseverance, building the tenacity. This is part of overcoming, right? You have to overcome to become. You have to become overcomers. Don't get bitter, get better, right? Things don't happen to you. They happen for you so that you can become a better leader and lead people into the future. But you have to enjoy the journey. The Bible says you must learn to give thanks in all circumstances, right? Not necessarily for all circumstances, but you have to become the kinds of people that people want to follow, that you're a great leader in good times and bad. Anyone can celebrate when things are good, but try to be a good leader with a smile on your face and encouraging everybody, even when things are bad. Stacey, you are that kind of leader. Your training this morning was absolutely phenomenal, followed by Coach D, guys. I mean, if we could just take the 40 minutes of Stacey and Coach D, watch it over and over and over and over, and then watch it again and just write down everything she says, capture that mindset, that conviction, that belief, right? Because if I could just take a chip out of Stacey and Coach D and implant it in you, you would go ambassador tomorrow. Daryl, what a phenomenal call. I'll give you the final word and throw it back over to you, my friend. But guys, Merry Christmas, everybody. Merry Christmas.
Again,
See you in Orlando. See you in Orlando. I can't wait.
Yeah, I'm just blown away. Every week somebody comes on here, and we had 2 people come on here that just, took it to another level. Todd, you're going to like this. I've got about a 30-second video. Give me a second to bring it up. You talk about it all the time. So when I first saw this video, I thought of you for a couple of reasons. Number one, you're going to hear the pronunciation of the word, and it's one of your favorite.
Habakkuk.
Habakkuk. But check this out, guys. Let's just close it out with this.
There's a scripture, Habakkuk 2:2. It says, write the vision and make it plain so that he who reads it will run to it. And even though it tarry means take a long time, wait for it, for surely it will come at an appointed time. That's in the Bible. That ain't in the rich people's copy. That's in everybody's Bible. The problem is everybody don't do it.
Guys, that's critical. Closing out this year, you've got a few days left, less than 10 days left of this month. Write out your vision and make it plain, make it clear before you cross over into 2025. If you just do that alone, guys, amazing things will happen for you and your family. And we've got some things planned for the beginning of January where we're going to do some step-by-step training on some basic things that you need to know, crossing over so that you can actually sustain your success throughout the year. A lot of things we've been working on behind the scenes as well. And just truly amazing. One last thing, Todd, follow-up. Follow-up is critical. Marie and I, for about a week and a half, been in the San Francisco Bay Area, right? With Aaron, baseball, and finding him a place to live. Guys, we must have looked at 15 different places. And it came down to the last 2 places, right? And it came down to follow-up. They were both kind of right about the same, really super duper nice places that we'll now be able to go to and stay as opposed to go get hotels when we go out there this spring. And it came down to the one guy kept following up with us. He knew we were looking. He knew we wanted something. And the other lady, she never followed up. So guess which one we chose? The person that kept following up, the person that kept, what can I do to help you? What do we have to do to help you make a decision so that you will be comfortable staying here, having your son stay here, and you guys come and stay with him when he plays baseball. So again, I'll just leave you with those last 2 things and make it the best year yet. Close it out. We're still not done. A lot of work to do. Marie and I are going to be doing a world famous deep dive today at 5 p.m. Pacific time, 8 o'clock East Coast. Get together with your leader if they're doing a presentation. Plug in. There's still hope. Don't wait until next year. You did that last time and look where it puts you. So take advantage of all of that. Todd, appreciate you. Deborah Taylor, Coach D, unbelievable. Stacey, congratulations. Happy New Year.
Thank you
Merry
so
Christmas.
much.
We'll talk to you
See
guys.
everyone in Orlando. We have some leaders from Colombia would love to be in Orlando, but with the short time, they can't get the visa fast enough. But guess what? We have another solution. When you want something bad enough, you will find a way. So we're gonna purchase the ticket for the Barcelona event because the people in Colombia can go to Barcelona without a visa. So hallelujah. We can't wait to bring the leaders to Barcelona event in June 2025. So thank you so much. Bring people to event. That's the key. That's the key.
I got to point it out. She had an obstacle. I want my leaders to go to the event. That's a leader mentality, man. I got to get them to the event. Oh my gosh, they can't go. You know what? That's okay. Because there's another event happening in Barcelona. We'll go to that one, right? That's a leadership mentality, guys. She didn't like, well, I want to take people, but they can't go.
Todd, and some people would in US, some people would tell me, well, I'll go to event with you. I'll go to Travorium event when I'm ambassador. Like I will go to event after I become ambassador. And I say, you know what? I go to Travorium event so I can become ambassador, right?
Yeah, you see that fire.
It's the thinking, it's the mindset.
You see that fire pit behind me? I keep telling it, man, I'll give you some wood if you give me heat. It ain't happened yet. Incredible mindset, guys. Hey, Merry Christmas, everybody.
Thank you so much. Merry Christmas.
See you guys next Saturday. Dave, plug into all the deep dives. As Stacey mentioned, text everybody happy holidays. Text everybody Merry Christmas.
Yes.
You are professional conversation starters. You never know who you're going to meet. Coach D, have a safe trip home. You're going to Arizona, right? You rented a house there for Christmas?
Yep.
All right. Hey, happy Merry Christmas to you and your family. Enjoy your home there in Arizona.
And you enjoyed the beach home you're in.
Absolutely. Yeah,
boy. We live in life bosses, ain't we? I tell you. Look at that, Stacey. Now he left here and went there.
So Colombia for November, December, Orlando for January, maybe Vietnam in February, Spain in March, Panama in April, looking for a place to go, maybe go to Greece in May, June, maybe Cancun. I don't know, looking for something. I'm so addicted to traveling. I can't.
Hey,
I need my entire 25 has all the vacation booked.
Stacey,
Hello.
Mr. David Hart just came on, our Sion founder.
Oh, Mr. David Hart.
Hey, Stacey, I just jumped on here just to wish you a Merry Christmas. Well, everybody a Merry Christmas. You a special Merry Christmas because you just achieved ambassadorship.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations. Fantastic. Excellent.
Really appreciate it. Yeah.
Excellent. Excellent.
Well,
I've been
Mr. David,
We can't wait to welcome you and Mrs. Adela Hart in Colombia, Cartagena, Colombia, and Bali Lupa. And I can't wait for the team to meet us, especially Mrs. Adela Hart, because she will be giving them training in Spanish, no translation needed.
Yeah, absolutely. That'd be great times. Cartagena is a desk on my bucket list too. We're gonna be having a world tour there this year in Cartagena. I saw the email the other day. I know the team's working on some destinations in Colombia.
You know, my leaders from US, he came to Cartagena with me, and she called that heaven. She said, "This is heaven, Cartagena." And we don't even want to go back to US. Sorry, like it's just so wonderful. It's like living the dream in Cartagena. You know, from my bedroom, I see sunset, sunrise. It's like don't even have to leave the apartment, right on the beach. It's just so amazing. Cartagena is very beautiful. Yeah.
Life is tough. You know, that's the beautiful thing about when you build a network marketing business and you build, the Travorium business, you get to see the world because of the product. But it allows you to create income not based on being locked into a job and, driving to work every day. But you could do Travorium from anywhere, especially with technology today. So it just seems like the other day you were a 3-star director and now you're an ambassador. So congratulations on your success.
Thank you so much. I wanted to earn that title. I wanted to hurry up. I mean, it took me longer than I expected, but I wanted to hurry up, become the first Vietnamese ambassador in Travorium. I wanted that title because there's only one chance, there's only one person who can earn that title. And it means so much to me because I want to have a voice in Travorium. I want to be noticeable. I want to bring the Vietnamese community into Travorium. And my general, actually recently I joined US NRC volunteer reserve military, and I brought my general, and you're gonna see soon in the next couple of days that my general, he got promoted to 1-star director. Cool. 78 years old. I am super excited. I am so proud of him, and now I'm attracting more people from the reserve military because they say there's so many veterans, people retire from the military, but they still need that little extra income, to help and support. And I say, what's a better way? Travorium. So it's just incredible. Just starting with Travorium, it opened up many doors. I never thought one day I'm gonna wear the military uniform. This is reserve. This is volunteer. But at my age, never thought in my life one day I get to wear that uniform to represent, to say thank you to America. And so because of Travorium, now I'm in the reserve military, and I just thank God for everything that God put along the way, since I started Travorium. So
great energy, great news, great words, great facts. Appreciate you, Stacey. Congratulations.
Yeah, and we're hoping that one day we will have Travorium in Vietnam. This is the reason why I want to be the first Vietnamese ambassador, so I can speak to you about it. Please, please open Travorium in Vietnam, or at least have world tour in Vietnam. Oh, well, we already do. We have a Cam Ranh in Vietnam, but so many people in Vietnam are waiting for Travorium, sir. Like we can't wait for you.
One step at a time, Stacey. One step at a time. Mr. David Hart, we're going to give you the final word.
No final words here. I just popped on just to wish a Merry Christmas to everybody. But more importantly, Stacey, congratulations on going ambassador. It is a big deal to go ambassador. It's not easy to do, but when you get there, it's so worth every effort and loss of sleep, miles you drive, the calls you make, the going through all the challenges with the, helping the people get to where they need to be. It's so worth it. So we want to celebrate your success and appreciate where you're at. Deborah, it's good to
Thank
see
you.
you. It seems like I just saw you recently too. Interesting. So, anyways, Daryl, my main man, years and years, 20 plus years with you. You're just a constant individual and positive all the time. Tremendous leader, mentor to many people. If you're not being mentored by Daryl, guys, I would tell you you should be mentored by Daryl. He understands our industry and people and can definitely help take your business to the next level. And Todd Strand, what can I say? You've been here since the very beginning. You're here when most people would have left. I appreciate you. And you just continue to be a force in Travorium and set the example for people to follow. So Merry Christmas. Love everybody on this call. Congratulations, Stacey. Take care. I'll
Thank
give
you
you
so
guys the
much.
final word, Todd. Back to
Merry
you.
Christmas. Happy holidays.
Hey, Merry Christmas, guys. You heard it from our CEO and
Christmas.
founder. We appreciate every single one of you. Merry Christmas. Hey, guys, it's the holidays. Keep sending the text messages. Keep reaching out to people, but celebrate Christmas. Enjoy it with your family. And we'll see you guys on the Zooms. Bye for now. Congratulations, Stacey. Merry Christmas, everybody.